We'll go ahead and stand. We're going to stand to the pledge.
My old
Sounds like stay family. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have roll call. Okay. Hold on here. Here we go. Okay. Dan Pillow.
Here.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Here.
Kathy Byess.
Here.
Ann Pillow.
Here.
Al Glick.
Here.
Pam Jackson.
Here.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, Margaret, we'll start with the clerk's report. You received minutes from the October 7th regular council meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from October 7th.
I'll second.
Motion by Pam, seconded by Jennifer. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote. Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And you have the minutes from October the 14th. This is for the special council meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of October 14th.
I'll second it.
Who seconded that? Motion by Miss Ann, seconded by Kathy. Is there any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote. Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yes, two ordinances.
You have pay ordinance 10E. This is for biweekly payroll. From the general fund, $10,316.84. From the sewer fund, $1,476. From the water fund, $1,476, for a combined total of $13,268.84.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 10E 2024.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Ann, seconded by Al Glick. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote. Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
And you have 10F for monthly salaries dispersed from the general fund, $8,250. From the water fund, $1,258.82, for a combined total of $9,508.82.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 10F 2024.
I'll second it.
Motion by Al Glick, second by Ann Pillow. Any discussions? No discussion, we'll vote. Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then you have 10G, and I did put a new one in front of you. Nothing changed. It was just the date at the bottom. General fund, $8,890.64. Hamilton County Municipal Road Fund, $172.38. Water fund, $264.48. From the Ohio Natural Resource Grant, when we get it back, $49,902, for a combined total of $59,229.50.
I'll make a motion to accept 10G 2024.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Pam, seconded by Kathy. Any discussions? No discussion, we'll vote. Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then I gave you a copy of the proposed 2025 estimated tax revenue money. That this is the tax rates that came back from the submitting of the tax budget format to the county auditor. I need a motion on this to accept it so I can send it back, and then we can look at appropriations.
I'll make a motion to approve the document from the tax.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Kathy Byess. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
You received a copy of the Addyston Board of Public Affairs October the 14th meeting documents, which includes a draft of the minutes from that meeting, approved September the 9th, 2024 minutes, their September pay ordinance, and their collection report.
Make a motion to approve the water board minutes and documents to council.
I'll second it.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Al Glick. Any discussions? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
I put in front of you, or I did send it to you by email, a copy of the year-to-date appropriation status and a year-to-date revenue status. And I think that's all I have, and I believe that's all I have now.
All right, thanks, Margaret. We're just gonna move right over to Bob
I have
with
an-
ordinances.
You need to get these down,
Yeah.
because they're four.
I have an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with the board and
Is there one
salt
for me?
for road salt for the village of Addyston.
I said them right here.
Make a motion to suspend and set ordinance to be read 3 times by title only and declared an emergency.
I'll second it.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Al Glick. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
First reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with Morton Salt for road salt for the village of Addyston. Second reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with Morton Salt for road salt for the village of Addyston. Third reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with Morton Salt for road salt for the village of Addyston.
Make a motion to adopt as read.
Second.
Motion by Pam Jackson, second by Jennifer Wiehe. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
This will be number 28.
And I have an ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with Duke Energy for Christmas lights within the village.
I move to suspend the rules and read the ordinance 3 times by title only and declare it an emergency.
Second.
Motion by Jennifer Wiehe and second by Dan Pillow. Any discussion?
Just one question.
Sure.
Mayor, what is the cost of that this year? Does anybody know?
Yep.
I know it keeps going up.
It should be going down
Why?
because we changed all of our lights to LEDs.
Oh. Yay. I thought maybe you had a secret. I was going to be like, what is
That
it?
should
That's
go
all right,
down for
Margaret.
that.
You don't have to hold up the motion if you don't have it right.
I do have it, but I
Okay.
just, I moved it from where I thought I had it. No, I don't either,
Move
Dan.
on with it.
I don't, it's in the
Okay.
stack.
It's okay, you can just text it or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Email
Okay.
it or something.
And call for the vote.
All right. Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
First reading and ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with Duke Energy for Christmas lights within the village. Second reading and ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with Duke Energy for Christmas lights within the village. Third reading and ordinance authorizing the mayor and village clerk to enter into a contract with Duke Energy for Christmas lights within the village.
Make a motion to approve as read.
I'll second it.
Motion by Ann Pillow, second by Al Glick. Any discussion?
Discussion, I found it.
Oh,
I knew I had it. $35 per pole is what they quoted. And they did send the list of all the poles where the meters are located.
How many poles approximately now?
It's usually 42.
42 poles?
Yeah, it's 42.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, ready for the vote?
Yep.
Dan Pillow.
yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Then the other thing, I will need 2 checks from the village clerk, one for $325 for property up above Second Tan. As you go up, there's a dilapidated house there owned by
Oak Street there.
Oak, owned by, I think it's Borchelt, that needs to be taken down. The property needs to be cleaned up. So I was gonna file on that for a nuisance. Then I need $325 for the property on 3 Rivers Parkway. File for the nuisance on that.
I make a motion that we give Bob the expenditures he needs, approximately $600.
That'd be $650.
$650.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Dan Pillow, second by Kathy Byess. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow.
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe.
Yay.
Kathy Byess.
Yay.
Ann Pillow.
Yay.
Al Glick.
Yay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Bob. We'll go ahead and head to the committees. We'll start with Dan Pillow.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have a couple of things. One, I see Mr. Seibert's here, and I spoke with Mr. Seibert to tell him that the engineer had looked at it and was working on something we can look at, see the cost, and possibly what he believed to be cost and effect. I don't have that piece of paper in front of me.
Well,
Send an
it
email.
probably needs to go to your committee for
Back to the
review.
committee for review? Okay.
And so you guys can figure out what you're gonna do, because there is a significant engineering
What
cost.
recommendation we do. Okay, that'll be Streets Committee, let's take a look.
Because he just sent that back to us, so.
Pam and Al?
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh, got to look at a date that we can get together. Thank you for that.
And he also has been looking for funding for it as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Try to get as much funding, I guess, if we can.
Sure, yeah, that's, excuse me.
Because, I mean, if you guys are gonna do that area, honestly, I'd go deal with Third Alley.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because, I
we
mean,
can-
wow.
We can look at all of
I think that
that,
one's
let's
up to
see.
par with Norwood roads, isn't it?
To, how do you guys look for the 28th or the 30th? Neither one of those are good? That's all right.
28th is better for me. I gotta be downtown the 30th.
Okay.
Pam's got eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30th.
she
I
got
can't do
Eye
30th.
surgery on the 30th.
28th, what time?
What time?
Yeah. Got another
What
one.
day? I'm sorry. Did
You
you
said
come up?
28th, didn't you?
28th or 30th? And you can't do the
30th.
30th? Al can't do the 30th or the
No.
28th?
28th is.
28th
can't do
good.
either one.
28th is.
Pam's got eye surgery on 30th.
Yeah,
She won't be
okay.
able
I'll
to
be
see
out of
nothing.
it.
Are you,
I'll be out of
are
it.
you good on the 28th, Pam? Or not?
What time?
What time's good for you? I'm good all day.
I had an appointment in the middle of the day, so that's probably not good.
Hey, that's all right. We'll
Look
get
at it
through
now.
here.
Just changed it.
Let's go, November the 4th, maybe?
Well, if they have it before then.
Oh, they have,
maybe.
they do everything in a day.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
4th, I'm good.
Okay, how about you, Al?
I'm good on the 4th.
Okay, we'll set a committee meeting and we can do it early if necessary.
November 4th?
November the 4th, 2 o'clock, good?
Yeah,
2 o'clock,
2 o'clock.
great. Thank you very much. So we'll, Bill, we're going to meet then, go over what we have, and then bring some recommendations back to council. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to say?
My only concern is, I just don't know how long it's going to take to go through the process. And I'm worried we're going to be getting into the bad weather, which is, could be an issue. Because I'm just absolutely concerned about
Sure.
the entire wall and everything. I think if we can do it quicker, I think we can save a lot of this here, you know. But
Sure.
also was curious, are we going to put a meter in there or not? I know the guy came
That
up.
I don't know. I think that's a water board
Okay.
situation. Yeah, I think it's a water board situation. Yeah. So, yes, we will definitely do that a couple of weeks, it looks like.
I'm
And-
happy for the progress moving forward. I am very, very happy about it, Jim. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're doing the best
I
that
know
we
you
can
are.
to try to alleviate the problem there. We'll just have to get the information all back from the engineer, his recommendations, we'll move forward.
okay.
Okay. Oh, and the other thing I want to discuss with council, sorry, is pass those over for me quickly. Al, you good?
Yeah.
With that? Okay. Oh, let's just pass them all around. Let me say one
Or lesser.
There is actually one here for me.
Well, that's good.
Okay. Everybody happy? This is just a proposal to use some of the property near the pickleball court. You have a copy on the back of what we're talking about, and to get in some gravel in that grassy area. We have located, I forgot to put it on it, but we have located another area to put additional, swings, whatever council comes up with, additional playground equipment. So in the event, we keep seeing people, even on days when they have picnics and all those things that they have, parking on the grass, they have nowhere to park. So Al and I were looking at it, and we could see where we could put up at least 6, 7 more parking spaces, and we can do it pretty easily for $925, just getting the gravel in, and that also helps the people who are playing on the courts. That's a closer place for them to park rather than parking in the north lot or the south lot. But it would provide more parking in the lot, if that's something council would consider.
Is this the same area you talked about putting the Foursquare and those
Yeah,
little items?
we identified, before we even thought about bringing that over there, we identified another area to do all that stuff in. It's just something, you know, just something else to kind of improve what we're doing over there. So if that's something council wants to consider, would consider, we'd appreciate getting that done. It's all in-house. Yeah. Except to have them deliver it and,
$925 to have it limestone delivered.
total, yeah. Yeah, and,
Did you say this will alleviate that big mound of dirt where the mini bikes are?
at least we can take.
Jumping over 'em?
Yeah, at least we can take that dirt.
Yeah, it's on the other side where the pickleball courts are, right in front of the pickleball
Because
court.
those mini bikes are over there, right, fast jumping that mound of dirt.
Yeah, so what we would do is we're gonna have to take dirt out of that area to put the 4 inches of gravel in. We would use that dirt to sort of eliminate that poor hill there in front of it and then back up it, so that'll eliminate that problem.
I'll make a motion, we have gravel brought in, delivered and spread out there for additional parking.
I'll second it.
Motion by Al Glick, second by Dan Pillow. Any discussion?
Who's gonna do this?
When?
Who's gonna do the
Who and
work?
when?
Oh, I want to meet with the Parks Committee to get a date, because I think it's something that we, like I said, we can do in-house. Al can run the backhoe if necessary, unless we do it at a time when Mayor Mear may have her guys there to help. When you have help there to help us, so
If you do it during the work hours, I don't see an issue.
say again.
Work hours.
We just need a lot of strong backs, that's all.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good driver who can spread it for us without a lot of work. But, we have the backhoe to sort of even it out. We're going to meet with Parks and Playgrounds tomorrow and get back and let you know what date we can be available.
I think it'd be a little easier over there anyway with not having all the mud and stuff tracked all along the pickleball courts
And the basketball court.
and basketball court, yeah,
And the walking path.
yeah, and the walking path. There's a lot of mud over there.
Ready for the vote?
Call for the vote.
Yep.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yay.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Okay.
Pam Jackson.
Yay.
Thank you very much, and we'll touch bases with you as soon as we can establish a date. There's still some warm weather, so. but-
Not much, but
Not
a little.
much.
We got a
This
little.
week, I don't know about next week.
Okay. Mayor, thank you, that's all I have at this time.
All right, thank you, Danny. Jennifer?
I have nothing at this time on my committee, but I didn't know if everyone knew that Miss Dottie Pearson passed away. I did find it out today, so I decided I'd bring it up. She's been a
Well,
long
thank you.
member of our community.
She was former clerk, too.
Oh,
Yeah?
I did not know that.
Yeah. I thought that name sounded really familiar.
No, sir, I think she just passed away this morning, and I think they're
Yeah,
looking at...
I heard it was this morning is what a family member told me.
I'm thinking they're looking at Friday or Monday at Dennis George, but I'm not quite sure.
I heard it
Wow,
this morning
yeah.
that she had passed.
But I'm not sure which date they're going to choose. But those are the dates they're looking at.
Thank you for that information.
And since she was a former clerk, can we send flowers?
Yeah, that's, we have a rule that we do that for elected officials type thing.
That's all I have.
Anything?
So I went to the Water Board Committee meeting the other day, and they're talking about looking into cleaning the water tanks out. I think they were going, Margret brought in an estimate that they had years ago from a company, and they were gonna look into getting them cleaned out to help maybe with some of the dirty water that's coming out.
Well, it's supposed to be done every 10 years.
It's been a
And
while
it
since
was,
it's been done.
it was
I think.
set to be done, and somebody canceled it when they weren't supposed to cancel it.
Oh, okay.
It's two different things. You're talking about the tank, I'm talking about down in the
Well,
wells.
on the wells, that's what I meant. the
They
wells.
used to
See,
bring
that's- yeah,
Reynolds, do you
gets me
remember
confused
Reynolds,
there.
Danny?
Yeah, I remember Reynolds
They
coming
used to
over
come in and
work
go
on our
wait.
wells, but I don't think they can clean them, the
Yeah.
wells. I mean, maybe
They-
unless of sand, it won't affect the dirty water. I
No,
guarantee that.
it's, from what I understand,
Mhm.
it's how the motion is, what's ever in there, it's to clean all that stuff off of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Bill's the one that brought it up and said it's
Mhm.
been a while, that would probably help with the
Right.
water. So Tony was going to
Look
check
into
with
it.
Ineos, because they've got about 12 wells over there, and he was gonna check with them, and
Mhm.
so.
Yeah.
They said they'd let me know if they need the information, so.
Great.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Kathy. Ms. Ann?
Okay, the only thing I have is we're having a Parks and Playground Committee meeting tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock in the park. And we'll be painting the trash cans and discussing updates in the park. So that's all I have.
When is the meeting with Hamilton County Sheriffs? Is that tomorrow?
29?
No.
29th? Why was I thinking it was tomorrow?
It is.
Maybe
I'm
it's
losing my.
The
somewhere in that
29th,
area.
Monday.
29th, Tuesday the 29th at 6 PM.
Okay.
Margaret, can you give us a purchase order for about $150 for paint?
Where are you going?
Marylee's will be fine.
I always need to know where you're going and the approximate amount, because I can't do it without those.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I'll text you or email you in the morning.
Okay, great, thank you.
Al?
The only thing I got, what's the status of the cameras in the park? Where are we at with that?
As soon as the haunted house is done, they're doing great. They're working.
Some of them.
Yeah, they are. Firehouse.
Firehouse. I'm just making sure, because them guys are running around down there and tearing stuff up in the park on the
Yeah, what happened
motorcycles.
to the-
And I did
whatever.
put locks on all of them too. They hit it again.
They hit it again, the blue swing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird. I don't know how
They
that
don't care
happened.
about our cameras.
Other than that, that's all I have.
Yeah, but I did get locks on all those boxes, but yeah. So we gotta get a camera for Firehouse. Other than that, they're working.
Camera and monitor.
Oh, yeah. We need to do a monitor, so we have one there. All right. Is that all you had, Al?
Yeah, that's all I had.
All right, thanks, Al. Pam?
The only thing I have is just a reminder that the walking group is every Tuesday at 5:30 at the park. We're trying to continue it on until I guess it's too cold to do it, or snow on the walking path or something like that. And everything else is still some other things with special events, but we haven't, we're gonna have to meet to discuss some things. That's all I have.
All right, thanks, Pam. We'll go ahead and go with our fire report. Thank you for waiting patiently.
Sure.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I'm Lieutenant Dan Hyde.
You done?
We made 22 runs in Addyston in September. We had 15 EMS runs, and the rest are one fire alarm. The rest were storm-related from the hurricane on that Friday a couple weeks ago. That weather, trees down, stuff like that in the roadway. Other than that, all the hydrants that were brought to your guys' attention, They were fixed, but I do have 4 more that are leaking.
And I called those in.
Do I?
I called those in, so they should be fixed pretty soon.
Church Main Street in Secretary? Awesome.
Gotcha.
Appreciate that. Anything you guys have for me? No?
Nothing's
Doing a good
burning.
Yeah, remind everybody about the levy though.
Yeah, we do have a levy coming up. Vote yes.
Need everybody vote.
Right, yeah. I think it's one levy, it's a repeal and replace. And they might be adding a millage, some on or two.
Can we
But we're not allowed to
do
talk
that?
about it too
Right.
much, so that's all I can say. If you have questions, call up there.
Right.
Actually, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but ours is not a replacement. Ours is a renewal, and it's 2.5 for just the village of Addyston.
Okay.
There's a separate one in the township.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
that's the one
'cause I
you're
think that's
referring to,
one.
because
You're
it's not
Right.
ours.
We're all a little different.
Yeah. I just don't want our residents to wonder, when did that go up?
yeah, because you guys can't vote for ours, huh?
No.
Leah?
No.
So I didn't even know that you guys had one for,
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
is it just for fires or for police and fire?
No, it's fire and EMS. It's like a safety
Sure.
levy, and it's every 5 years.
Yeah.
And this is the year for it to be up for renewal, to take effect January 1st of 2025.
We do appreciate the job you guys do for us.
Good. We like coming down here.
You sure about
Everybody's,
that?
do I?
Are you sure about that?
I don't have any issues.
No, you guys are great, thank you. Oh, who's doing the inspections? Actually, I did have a question.
Done again. Lieutenant
He's still doing
Guthrie.
the inspections?
Yes.
Okay, because the haunted house is coming up this Friday, so I'll get a hold of him then. Well, I didn't know if he changed, if he's still the one doing the inspections for when we have these things.
Yeah, he'll be the
Okay.
one, or he'll send somebody down.
Okay, that works.
Where's it gonna be at, the park?
Right here at the garage, maintenance
Okay.
garage. Yeah, he's been through it quite a few times now, so
Yeah.
he'll
Okay.
know.
Yeah. I'll send a message that you'll be in touch.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, go to our police chief.
Hello, council.
Hey, how you doing?
I don't have too much on the agenda tonight. First thing is policy. We decided if we're going to go with Lexapol or generate our own policy or adopt our own policy. Have we made that decision yet?
I think it's pretty much on hold right now.
Have you worked on that, Bob? I think,
Lexipol?
have you looked at that? Yeah.
I mean, this is something that can't be on hold. I mean, we need to have a policy in place and know what policy we're following. So.
There's a policy and procedure booklet back there.
Yeah, we have one. It's just outdated. It's from 2014. So,
Well, that one's what, about that thick?
yeah, it's about that thick.
About 76 pages, Bob.
Right, and Lexipol's
And we're
about
also
650 pages.
paying for Lexapol, yeah. So I didn't know if we were continuing with the Lexapol or are we going to adopt our own policy?
When did they pay for Lexipol?
We were paying for it, Marty, do you know when we stopped?
We haven't
paying
paid for Lexipol this year because I brought it to everybody's attention and asked what we was doing with it, and I never got an answer back.
Yeah.
So, because no one knew if we were using it or not, and I believe the mayor
We
said
used
something about
to.
that, it's a good reference for him to have in the car, but if you remember when Lieutenant McWhorter was filling in as the acting chief, we had that whole thing printed, and we had like 5 thumb drives of information, and Bob was going through it, deciphering it, and nothing really ever was finalized with that.
There were some questions, I don't
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
what they were. There were some serious questions around
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I've got
brought
that.
Yeah, and I've got
I
the, yeah.
can print it off for you, and it's all marked.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
have mine where it's marked.
And I've
We
got
did
mine
talk
where it's
about
marked
this.
too.
Well, if you do Lexipol, the thing about Lexipol is if you print it out, you're gonna get all 600 pages. However, it caters to each department. You could take out what doesn't apply to you.
Yeah.
And I
You
can
can
tell
do that
you,
with the printed part too.
going up to my training, chief's training, most all departments use Lexipol. It's a good source for officers. There's training as well with Lexipol. So, I mean, I would adopt Lexipol versus our own.
Is there a cost that we know about?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's about $3,000. The last time we did it, it was $2,300.
Okay.
And that's what I brought to you at the beginning of the year, that I had the invoice from the person, and there was just no decision that was made.
What edition of Lexipol is this?
I don't know what edition we're going to be going with, but we need to look at adopting something just for when that, in case incident happens, I know where I'm going to look, whether it's going to be a Lexipol policy or our own adopted policy.
If it's anything like the last one we got, it talked about departments that our department doesn't even have that was presented to us, and there's no way we could adopt that.
Yeah, well, I
It's
mean,
like-
you're going to have to filter through them and
Right.
take all that out.
Because that's what we said, that we knew that that wasn't approved because we don't have all these specialized departments. There's no way we depend on other agencies for that. And it didn't reflect that way, was the problem. I know Bob pointed out many things that was wrong with it, page after page after page.
If you have the most current one, do you have the most current one?
Well, no, because we haven't paid this year,
Okay.
so I don't even have a login. The only thing I have is our copy of Lexipol that we have here.
And that's what I was told we was going by, was the copy.
What edition is that one?
I'd have to look and see.
I would look and see what edition that one is, then find out if they have a later edition. Then we'll see if we can get the later edition. If council wants me to, I'll go through it. I'll mark it up.
A procedure that big as Lexipol, it seemed like they would put additions or, new additions to the one that you have instead of having to go get a new one how often, Jay? Every year?
I'm sure they update, yeah, I'm sure they update with Lexipol, but we just haven't been with them for a year, so what's been updated, I wouldn't know. So,
Yeah.
but they do regularly update, the policy, especially if anything that pertains to our village. Like for this year, we got body cams, we don't have a policy on it. We need a policy on body cams, so.
Yeah, I think the last one I remember was the use of force was a big issue. I think that's what we referred
That
to
was when
Lexipol.
Penny Camp was here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. it's
See,
been on.
the problem with those, the one time the chief came in, he took the city of Cincinnati's police
I
procedures,
know who you're talking about.
and he just changed one more, which was Cincinnati to Addyston.
Right. And I'm sure there's a copy still back
That
there.
can't work.
And so,
No.
there's a need to get an updated policy and procedure, but you have to get something that's realistic,
Yep.
that recognizes that the officers are going to have to read it, review it, be familiar with it.
Yep.
And if you give them 700 pages, it's like, yeah.
Yep. But I mean, we need something though, to eliminate that risk management and, liability, so we need something in place.
I'd definitely like to have Bob, the legal, because that's what it's all come down.
I think getting with Bob on it.
Yeah, I mean, we
would
can
be
get
your best.
together and go
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
What we need, what we don't need, because I mean, there's sections where it has K-9, we don't have a K-9.
Right.
Sections,
There's a section about airplanes in there.
yeah,
Yeah,
so.
can't afford that.
there's so many specialized departments.
You have the most current one over there, though, correct?
I would have to look and see. I don't know how old our Lexipol that's printed out, how old.
That's what we have to
Right.
find out.
Yep.
And then if you have a contact number, I'll call up Lexipol and see if they'll give it to me. And then I'll go through it.
So I guess my question is to council is, do we want to go with Lexipol or do we want to adopt our own policy? but that means coming up with everything.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I'm sort of pointing to Bob there.
So then we know what direction to kind of go.
I guess right now just stick with the one that you have until they get with him on the Lexipol and see what we could do to make something whole.
Okay.
Either use it or make the one we've got whole. I mean,
We have to use what's approved. I'm sure there's stuff missing, like you said,
Oh,
right?
yeah, like the body cam,
Mhm.
you know, our body cam and things like that, because it's so new that, you know, we still need to adopt policy on body cams. So.
Yeah. Because I'm sure it's gonna take Bob time to get what he needs. I think if you know anything that's missing out of that policy procedure, you should bring that to us so
Yeah.
we can adopt what's not there that you know that you have to have for
As you
now.
do them.
As you-
Like if
yeah.
there's one on the body cam, then you bring it for
Yep.
council to consider it.
Right.
And they can do that part. If there's another part, they can
Right.
do that part. Not wait until,
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot,
till the whole thing's done,
but
yeah.
things that you know for sure
Yeah,
it's missing.
yeah, we can do that as well.
That way you're protected on things.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'll make a motion to allow Bob to get in touch with Lexipol to review, and probably even look at our policy, whichever ones that were, it's back there, to make sure that the chief is definitely using the proper manual that we're aware of.
Right.
I'm not sure what's back there at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we got two. We got one that was adopted in 2014, and then we have another one, which is Lexipol. And so we have two policies. And to my understanding, the adopted one is from 2014.
But some of the 14 had stuff added to it as we got different versions.
Yeah.
So I would think we need to really look at it, and yourself, just to make sure.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Pam, second by Kathy Byess. Any further discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow,
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe,
Yeah.
Kathy Byess,
Yay.
Ann Pillow,
Yay.
Al Glick,
Okay.
Pam Jackson.
Yeah.
And secondly, we have Officer Dow back. He's now back with us. Officer Martin left us. I am looking to get council's approval to bring Dow on as our full-time second shift officer. He's next in line for our part-time pool. Officer Samples, he wants to stay part-time, and Officer Dow's next. So, and he said he wants to come on full-time and we're join the family.
How much training does he still need?
We're gonna finish out this week and then he'll be off to FTO.
Because I think the last time you said he had like a, month and a half left?
Month and a half.
Yeah.
How did it go from a month and a half to a week in
We've
training?
been crunch timing it. And him being away for 30 days, I was just gonna do a couple days, but we're gonna finish out the whole week.
And you're gonna finish the whole month in 1 week of training?
Just by what I can see from the couple days that I've been with him already, that he's already retained all the information. A lot of information he has not forgotten, so it's kind of like just a refresher.
I mean, you can't really expedite 6 weeks into a week, though.
I mean,
If you
if
need,
we want to go
6
longer,
weeks.
we can go longer. I think he only needs about a week left, so,
So you're talking 8 hours a day for the rest of
for
the
the
week?
rest of this week, and then he'll be on his own. Yep. And prior to that, he's had 2 months of training himself before that.
Chief, I'm going to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
The last time I heard anything from Officer Dow, he was slamming us to death up here and kind of disrespected everybody, this body here. And so I'm still shell-shocked from that. I don't know if his attitude has changed or what's going on. But I just know that the last time I saw him, or the last time I had him say anything, was not that good about the council. That's where I am.
I'm sure he put a bad taste in your mouth, but it doesn't change him as an officer. He's a great officer and he does his job and he comes in and does his work.
It makes a difference to me.
So, I mean,
I'm sorry, it may not make a difference to anybody else.
Again, you gotta put yourself in his shoes. He was hurt himself. You know, so.
If I put myself in his shoes, I would not have come in here and just counsel like that. I certainly wouldn't have done. And the second thing I would have done, if I was gonna come back to work, I'd have came before this board and say, hey, look, I was hot.
I'm surprised he's still here, wanting to be here at this point.
I was hot.
I really am.
Well, yeah, that's just where I am. You know me, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
This doesn't make a vote or anything. I'm just being honest.
I mean, we need coverage right now, and he's a perfect candidate, and he's ready to roll. So we need that coverage.
Why would you say you're surprised that he's still here?
Well, I mean, by all the grief and everything that we've given Dow and what he's experienced, I would have walked away and went to another department.
The grief, what kind of grief?
I mean, we're trying to
What grief? I'm trying to figure out what we did. What grief?
We're the ones who got the grief. He walked away.
What grief?
Nobody said anything back to him about it except myself when we engaged, he and I engaged.
Well, let's see. I mean, if we really want to go back to it, we tabled his decision, which that decision shouldn't have been yours, it should have been mine. And that's why he's back now, because of my decision?
No, that's our decision.
It is not.
It is.
Okay.
Fine. Is it the
I'm not here to
county
argue, but
decision?
it's not. He's my officer, I'm his supervisor, it's my decision.
And we're your supervisors.
Yeah,
The council is.
to a point, yes.
All the way.
Okay, Bob, where does it stand?
You know, the chief's got responsibility to deploy men, assign shifts, et cetera, but operates under the mayor, okay? And it's just like, just to unilaterally say something and say, well, he's coming back on this day, period. I'm making the decision because I'm going to prevent legal problems for the village. The bottom line of the situation is the village has insurance for a specific reason. Nobody's got an axe to grind with Dow. Nobody had an axe to grind with him before he was injured, after he was injured, or anything else. But the one thing that the village has to do is make sure that if he's coming back, that he's got the clearance that's required and that it's approved and it goes through the proper channels. And quite frankly, the police chief is not the end of the proper channels for it to go through. And until the mayor, the clerk, they take a look at it and notify council, that's when it is. But I want Dow to understand quite clearly, nobody's got an axe to grind with him, okay, in terms of anything that he's done. And the only thing that occurred to him, he got injured, and I understand he got injured on the job, and what the village was trying to do was accommodate him. Nobody fought his workers' comp claim. Nobody fought anything about it. And the only thing that everybody was interested in is Dow going to be okay, and is he coming back? That's what the issue is. But I think you're.
Do we have an explanation on why we were tabling him coming back when he was able to come back full duty?
When did that come up? Did that come up at the special meeting? When did it come up?
Never came out.
Should have been October 2nd.
It did come before council. Margret brought it.
I brought it up at the last meeting and said that I received from Workman's Comp a notice that that he was off work from September the 19th through October I think it was the 16th. I didn't bring that file down with me, but
Through October the 16th?
I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I mean, I can run out and get it if I need to.
You don't have to get it from me.
And today I did email the chief this morning and I told him that I needed the official paperwork where the BWC or the doctor released him to return to work, and he did bring it to me, and I did date stamp it. I just forgot to bring it down with me.
It's okay.
But then again, like I said, I can go up and get it if I need to.
Then my question to you is he gonna be a Monday through Friday person too? So we still have no coverage on the weekends?
Correct, we still need bodies.
And then we don't have any notice when there's nobody on duty, like when you were off that whole week. We didn't know you were off the whole week for training. Not one person at this table knew you were off for a whole week. So we had nobody covering, like during, well, I know Officer Brown came in, but then we didn't have anybody in the evening that was monitoring the village. And that's when a lot of the activity goes on around here.
Yep. I proposed to council many times of the schedule we need to be on and how many officers we need to have everything filled. And we haven't met that schedule yet.
Is there anybody in the pipeline?
I have applicants that have reached out to me that are interested in some part-time and some full-time positions.
Last time we talked to you, you said you didn't have nobody.
You're right, because I didn't. I now have 2.
Do they have experience?
They do.
That would give us more to choose from, I assume.
What?
I want you to know, and I've told the mayor and a couple of the council meetings that I wanted to sit down and talk with you personally so we could have a really clear understanding.
I think we do need a conversation.
Huh?
I think so too.
Yeah, I'm talking about personally, you know,
Okay,
just,
right.
yeah, just, yeah. We're having a conversation now. I just think you might have a better understanding of where I am and most of the council people that I talk to, just about the tenor of how things go and are presented to us. I'll tell you, I'm not holding any secrets. I want to see this department here. I want to see them here,
We all do.
but not at any cost, respect, disrespect, all that. It's some of the things I'll
Right.
try to catch up with you.
Yeah.
I really will. And I'm sure anybody else that needs to talk with you, that's fine, but I just want to talk to you
All right.
one-on-one.
Yeah, we will.
So what are we expecting? What are we expecting?
Well, I mean-
Is the end here of this game tonight? What are you wanting from council tonight, and what's council willing to do?
I'm looking to fill a spot that we have vacant, and I was a perfect candidate for that. He's getting ready to come off FTO, and we bring him full time so that at least we can have, first, second, and third shift filled for the week again for this community.
I mean, it's gonna be kinda hard for me. I mean, he targeted my business. He called liquor control on me. It's gonna be hard for me to make a decision.
Is this really what we want to get into right now?
I'm just saying,
He brought it up.
you're the one that, why would you be targeting me?
I didn't target you. But I don't feel that this is an appropriate conversation to have within this meeting, but we can talk one-on-one if you like.
Yeah, I'd like to,
Okay.
because, I mean, it was a good drive and it didn't work, but it was a good try.
When you sell to minors, it's an issue.
Good try.
You did. So
Swing and a miss.
I think,
it's public.
I really don't think that's an issue for council, because that's entirely separate. Shouldn't even be discussed.
It shouldn't, and that shouldn't even be brought up to why his vote matters on bringing it down or not.
Jake, I just said that. I just said that. Okay?
I just want to know how comfortable I can be. I'm just saying this, I'm laying all my cards on the table because I want this to work. I don't know how comfortable I'll be on the street. I had one officer that I had to fire 1 year because he, you know, I don't know what word to use, but he was vindictive of something. And he pulled me over a couple of times for no reason. Now, I have a guy who's dissed me already. I'm going to have some kind of relation with this guy for me to feel comfortable. That's all I'm saying. And I don't feel comfortable right now from what went on in our meeting. Like I say, I'm laying all my cards on the table, and that's just where I am. So, is there a need for some vote or whatever, so we can get through this and move on? If there's no need for a vote, or if somebody has an idea of how to bring this to a close for this meeting, I'm willing to listen to everybody else.
If you're feeling uncomfortable, take it to the committee.
Say again?
Take it to a committee.
I mean, take my uncomfortable feeling.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like a decision, if you guys aren't going to make one tonight, or if you do, don't, take it to the committee for further discussion.
I think we need to go in executive session and discuss it amongst ourselves.
I think I agree.
Is that
Personnel
appropriate?
matters?
Is that appropriate?
Personnel?
You can discuss it. You can discuss personnel
Mhm.
in executive session.
So you're saying, yeah, she's second.
And then-
Yeah, I made a motion, she seconded.
Well, can we not, hold on just a minute.
Yeah.
Did you have anything to bring before council before we do that?
Anyone else?
Mr. Young?
All I want to say is these guys doing a heck of a job. Second First Street, you can actually walk down it without not getting blown off the street by the cars. That's the truth.
I'm on Main Street.
Just 6 months ago, I said get rid of the police department. These guys we need to keep.
Thank you.
That's all I got to say.
Main Street's bad. It's not their fault.
Motorcycle.
So-
I mean,
Was it
All right,
Jennifer
if that's
that
all.
seconded?
You second, right? Did you made the motion? Okay. Motion to go into executive session by Al for personnel matters, seconded by Jennifer Wiehe. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote.
Dan Pillow?
Yay.
Jennifer Wiehe?
Yay.
Kathy Byess?
Yay.
Ann Pillow?
Yay.
Al Glick?
Yay.
Pam Jackson?
Yay.